Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the FYR Podcast. I am your co-host, Michael Wright, and across from me, as always, is the one and only, the legendary Mr. C.T. motherfucking Fletcher. Pops, we caused a little uproar over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, man.
Before I get to our guests, we got an amazing guest today, but we got a couple of things we need to address real quick because you called it. A couple of weeks ago, we put an episode where we gave our opinions on everything going on with the Epstein files and all of this crazy crap going on in the world today. And you had a lot to say about it.
I did.
And for the most part, when I put the clips out, the comments were very positive and a lot of folks in agreement.
He said one word.
Yeah. Now, when I put those clips out, CT said, Michael, now I want you to put this particular clip out first, and then I want you to put the second clip out the next day. The second clip, Mr. Fletcher had a lot to say about one Mr. President Trump. Now, the first clip, all we talked about was the Epstein files. Everybody was in agreement. But when we released the second clip, when you went on one of your legendary CT Fletcher rants and talked a little shit about Mr. Trump there, the same people who were in agreement with the first clip had a problem with the second clip.
They wanted to take me outside and lynch me.
Yeah, but it was some of the comments sounded, and I don't even want to read their initial cut. I don't want to give them that much credit. But a lot of them said, Mr. Fletcher, how hurt they were by your comments on Mr. Trump, because what you fail to realize is, and I love how people love telling you.
Yep. What my demographics
what your demographics are. But
yeah,
Mr. Fletcher, did you know that 80% of your fan base is Trump supporters, and you have alienated a lot of your fan base by going against one President Donald J. Trump? Now, that's not for me to answer that question because I am not CT Fletcher. So I want to let you take a second to address that if you would like. As far as people saying they're unfollowing you and they can no longer support you because you are not a Trump supporter yourself.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that, as I have stated before, there's a whole lot of social media so-called influencers that are afraid to open their fucking mouth because of the same backlash that they might receive. I'm not the one. Motherfucker, I am not the one. Look, I have said it over and over again. Republican, Democrat, I don't give a fuck. Both you motherfuckers is fucked up. Neither one of you motherfuckers ain't doing shit. We got all kind of guilty motherfuckers, and y'all ain't saying a motherfucking peep about this shit. Congress voted to keep their own goddamn sins from coming to light. And a whole lot of motherfuckers that you wouldn't think voted against that shit. So you got a fucking swamp full of dirty bastards, and you motherfuckers is scared to mention this motherfucker's name. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I know that a lot of my supporters are Trump supporters. My own son voted for Donald Trump, which I fucking couldn't believe, but he did. And I have very, very close friends that I consider family that are Trump supporters. But we get along fine. But if you want to unfollow me because I said that shit about your president, you ready to lay down and die for this motherfucker because he's the second coming as far as you concerned, then if that bothers you so much, get the fuck on, motherfucker. You're wasting time telling me you're going to unfollow me. That you could have already did it while you telling me that shit. Hurry the fuck on. Let the goddamn doorknob hit you with a good Lord. Split your goddamn. Fuck it. Bye, bitch. Bye. Now, just if that ruffles your fucking feathers. Now, I said both the motherfuckers is corrupt. That ain't good enough for you, then fuck you. Both of them. My fucking I didn't like neither one of the motherfuckers, to tell you the truth. I ain't no fucking Democrat or Republican. I'm independent. I think for my goddamn self. So fuck all y'all. I'm through.
With that being said, hopefully that answers your question for the people who had an issue in the comment section. Now, look, I'm not that dude. I had a few back and forths with a few people, but you get in the comment section talking shit, I'm damn near 50. I don't have the energy nor the brain capacity to be going back and forth with y'all about this stupid ass shit. We said what we said on the show. As you can see on the shirt, your feelings are irrelevant. So y'all can keep all of that. We gonna unfollow you. And the crazy part about it, all the motherfuckers say they was gonna unfollow us. We gained over 2,000 new followers on social media after that clip got dropped.
Damn.
So if y'all are that mad and a few of y'all want to drop off, it's all good. Because trust me, we got a bunch of new followers that's going to ride with us. And they don't necessarily have to agree with everything we say.
Shit, no.
But they know it's our opinion, and they can leave it at that and keep it pushing. Now, I just wanted to address that before we got into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I get told all the time how lucky I am to sit on this couch with Mr. Fletcher, and you are correct. And I always get asked, what are some of the highlights? We've had a lot of amazing people on this show, and yes, it's cool to be able to sit down with a Terry Crews or Michael Jai White, all of these amazing people we've had on this show. But the biggest highlight for me is when I get to just interact with good, quality, regular folks. And this brother right here, even though he has blown up on social media, I sent him a DM last week just to see if I could get him on the show. And within 10 minutes of me sending that DM, he responded back to me, which blew me away. Because first of all, I didn't think your ass was ever going to see the damn DM, because I'm sure your DM got to be overloaded.
Yeah.
Because trust me, you got more followers than Mr. Fletcher over here on Instagram, and I seen what his DMs look like. I don't even know how he navigates this shit. So the fact that you saw mine was proof that you supposed to be here, and I was supposed to connect with you in some way, shape, or form. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the F Y'all podcast. Now, y'all know him online as Im6footseven. And yes, he is 6'7". I'm always blown away by people who ask that actual question to you. I don't know why you would name yourself 6'7" if you were not 6'7". But the brother's 6'7". You've seen any pictures of him? He's towering over everybody he's in the picture with. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the CT Fletcher Presents the F Y'all podcast. I am 6'7", but also known as Eric Murray. Thank you for coming on the show, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, man.
Now, I got to address the voice, brother. You sound like James Earl Jones and Morgan Freeman had a baby together. Have you always had that voice? Is that just something you came out the womb with, or when did it click and you had that voice?
As far as I can remember, I had this voice, but to me, it's nothing special. I ain't see it as anything special. It wasn't until social media that I realized, and I stopped using like these stupid sounds that was on TikTok. Because when you're on TikTok, you know, a lot of the people don't actually talk. Sometimes they use these sounds and they sync it. Yeah. So one of my friends said, you know, you should just talk. And then I started talking, and I get the women in the comment section. Oh, his voice is so smooth, so silky. Okay.
Throwing their drawers at their phone and shit.
So I gotta ask though, because I was gonna get there, but how have you dealt with all this attention you have been getting on social media? You clearly have not let it go to your head, so that's a good thing. But how have you dealt with it so far?
What are we talking about? From women? Or
women.
Don't give a fuck about nobody else.
Yeah, man, I navigate away from it. It's a lot of toxic, fake women trying to throw themselves at you. And you got to understand, I'm a married man.
Yes,
Shit, yeah, that's
yes, sir.
That's easier to navigate away from shit. And with the threat of getting bust upside your 6'7" head.
I like sleeping. I like living.
Yeah, it's easier to turn them down that way.
Realistically, these women can't offer you nothing. I mean, the only thing they can offer you, if I could just be straight up, is pussy. You can't offer me anything else than that. And that will become problematic. That's not what I want. I get it.
Yeah, that could
you gotta understand.
Real problematic.
If you a dude who's not used to getting pussy and you just so happen to blow up on social media and you getting it thrown at you, I can see people jumping off the deep end. But me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I know what this is about. You don't find me attractive. You find the amount of people who follow me attractive. So you just want to be or gain some kind of clout off of that, so to speak. So I don't let it get to me as far as that go.
Now, the next question I would have to ask, how does your wife deal with it? She cool with it? Or because I know she's got to see it. I know she sees it.
Yeah. I guess I got to say, since I'm not in that position, I have to learn to understand that, you know, it's different adjusting to when I was just regular Eric Murray driving the bus in New York City to now Eric Murray, you know, millions of women just lusting after me. If it was the other way around, I don't know how it would feel. So I got to.
Oh, yeah, you do, Eric. Hey, just put your damn
fact.
self in her shoes.
That's a
You
fact.
know
That's a
exactly.
fact.
Hey, millions of dudes DMing your old lady, you want to whoop somebody's ass.
You know what's funny about that you say millions of dudes. I've had millions of dudes send me unsolicited pics.
What?
Yeah. It gets
Oh,
wild.
God.
I've had dudes.
Now you're
Yeah.
going. Now you got to finish that one, brother.
I've had dudes send me pictures of a man unit, man. Just
What?
you know what I think it is? The thing with gay people have confidence like none other. It don't matter if you straight. I believe they will try. And they have tried.
Man.
I have received more dick pics in my DMs than I would even like to mention.
Damn.
Is there wait? When they do that, are they sending a message behind it? Or are they just like, "Yo,
Yes.
here's my nuts."
Yes.
Like,
No.
I like you.
Not all of them send messages, but some of them send messages like, Daddy, how you doing? I'm like,
Damn.
I'm good, man. I don't want to be a dick, but like, it's kind of rude just to send me. And I kind of understood from that point when dudes send unsolicited dick pics to women, how sometimes it could be a turnoff. I'm like,
Sometimes.
motherfucker, you think this is supposed to turn me on? What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed? If women hate that shit, what do you think is going to do to me? With all due respect to the life you lead, but I don't know what what am I supposed to drop to my knees? I'm not sure what's supposed to happen here.
Well, I'm now.
Oh shit!
They know. Okay, they know that you're a married man and you're married to a woman. They already know that from the gate, right? Before they decided to send you their balls and shit. They knew
All
that.
right.
So
In all fairness,
yeah. So they are trespassing on sacred ground. You motherfucker, I like women. I'm married to a woman. So by you sending me a picture of your anus, you have trespassed on sacred ground, and I don't want to see your motherfucking ass and nuts and dick and shit. You insulted me. I done told you I'm straight now. And by you doing this, you have insulted me, so I feel it's my privilege to insult your motherfucking ass back. Don't do that goddamn shit no more. Or I'm gonna put my foot all up in your open asshole.
and it's there in my bio. That's the thing. And online, people just don't read. Like the first thing in my about me section is that I'm married, and I've posted pictures of my wife. But it's no different than dudes trying to slide in your woman's DM. They don't care if you're married. Like some women don't care that you're married, and men definitely don't care that you're married. There's so many down low brothers out here. I mean, I'm not surprised that they are trying.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure, maybe he got, maybe he got a little twang to him. Maybe he got that, because a lot of brothers are.
Yeah.
And a lot of black brothers are. So,
And got a wife too. Yeah. I mean, that would piss me off.
Pops, I'm sure if you go through your DMs, there's some bullshit in there. I'm sure.
You definitely may have some in there, man.
Now, I ain't gonna search that motherfucking hard. I got about 100 motherfuckers that I try to keep up with, go back and forth. Ain't no way you can keep up with all them fucking DMs. It's just impossible.
It's very hard to, like, when he reached out, I so happen to be in my DMs because I'm the type of person I like to connect with the people that follow me. And and on IG, you got that section I call like the lost zone, which is the request side that you don't see unless you go in there.
Right.
And excuse me. Sometimes I go through that because it be people trying to reach out to you. And those messages won't come through unless you actually go to them and click accept. And that's how I made a lot of genuine connections, because people tend to disregard that. Now, don't get it twisted. It'd be a lot of bullshit in there too. A lot of shit stay in the request section because it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But I feel it's important, although it's hard. You know, you can relate to someone having a mass following. You can't get to everybody, and a lot of people take it personal.
I know.
They take it
That's
personal, and you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. There's not that many hours in a day. Like on Instagram, I'm about to hit 4 million. On Facebook, I have over 4 million. On TikTok, I got over 2 million. Now, just imagine one human being trying to answer every DM.
yeah, it's impossible.
Like I've literally showed screenshots of hundreds of unread messages as one man. And then if I hire a team to do that, it's not genuine anymore.
Absolutely. It's not you.
And that's
You
one of
think
the
you're
things
talking
I've
to
always
CT.
respected about CT. When you get a DM from him, you know it came from his ass. That's not a
Sometimes
team.
it's hard to believe because a lot of people, like, they're too big, quote unquote, to answer their own shit. So when you get messages from somebody, like, sometimes you got to question, like, is this really CT, or is he got some kind of team behind him that answers his DMs, which would be wild because I don't even see why one would do that. Well, I mean,
Try to halfway keep up, I guess.
And it happens. When I tell people, always ask me, how did you and CT meet? Like, we met on social media. Years ago, I was in my fat dude stage. I was 400 some pounds, trying to lose weight and posting my little videos, working out. And next thing I know, he's just either liking it or commenting on the shit. And I'm like, wait, hold on, that's CT Fletcher. Like, he commented on my videos, and from there, we just kind of grew this friendship into this thing now where I get to sit next to his old ass every week and do this damn show. But it happens, and that's the part I enjoy about social media, is having these meeting genuine people. So I talk about people like you and my boy Matt that we had on the show a couple weeks ago. Like, these are genuine people that I know are like really good dudes, and they don't get caught up in their own hype, and I respect that shit. Respectfully, if you don't mind me stealing your word there, brother.
I got a little bone to pick with CT though.
Oh shit.
But before everything, I used to work in a YMCA, right? And I used to watch CT's videos when he used to do shit with Big Rob, Mike Rashid, and what was his name? Hulk.
Hulk smash, Bulo, legendary Bulo.
And I used to be in the gym yelling to myself, to my biceps, I command you. It never grew, man. Never grew, man. They just never grew, man. I don't know, man.
Look at that, you sleeve out the bus now, right now. Goddamn, he told that he never grew. But
I think you gotta give him a refund.
But it was
shit didn't work.
definitely I think CT is one of the most motivational people I've ever come across in the whole workout circuit ever. Like, and the delivery is just, I don't know, everybody, it won't be for everybody, but who it's for, it will reach.
Yep.
And it definitely helped me. It changed me because I used to, if you see, like, I even posted a video, a picture, I believe yesterday, from when I was like 147 pounds. Right now I'm like 255, but videos like that.
147?
Yeah, I was 6'7", 147. Like, it's crazy.
Wee.
You got to see it when you get a chance. yeah. And those videos helped me. They helped me because I was already in the gym and I was working out, and I saw myself like just being dedicated, and I really started to grow. I psyched myself out to believe that, and it happened for me. So thank you for that, brother.
Absolutely, man. I mean, yeah, that was a fucking string bean.
It's weird that I'm even, that this conversation is going on, because certain people you see in life, you don't think you'll ever have a conversation with.
Yeah, wow.
And that's just the reality.
What I tell people all the time about him, what you see on camera is exactly how this motherfucker is in real life. Like,
I can believe it.
It could be 2:00 in the morning, 4:00 in the morning. I'm gonna get some long text message of him calling me every kind of motherfucker in the book just because his ass can't sleep. That's just how he is. And again, he will motivate the fuck out of you. And I think back to going through my open heart surgery, like, just some of the messages he would send me, like, even though I couldn't get out of that bed, I felt like I wanted to get out that motherfucker, dude. And that's the part I love. And like I said, the way he touched you, I see it all the time. We go to these expos, man, just grown men in tears, It's like, man, CT,
I believe it. But
you changed my life. You helped me through this, or you stopped me from committing suicide. Like, it's for me on the outside watching that, it's just like, damn, like knowing that this man from Compton, California has went worldwide and people all over the world know who he is because he got on camera and talked shit.
never seen this man a day in my life, but on screen. And you never see the people that you touching, but like moving mountains out here, like, and you don't even realize it. So when dudes jump in my comments talking about, oh, you need to stop talking about these fat bitches, like I'm just out here trying to uplift people, and people send me shit all the time about people I don't even know that I'm changing their lives just by helping them. Just it's like the best. It's like so satisfying.
That is the most encouraging thing you could ever hear is when somebody tells you that you have affected their lives or affected their lives. I'm fucking it up.
And that's when they tell you that shit is genuine, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you so much. That keeps the old man going.
Yeah, I mean, you've been around a while, man. You still.
Hey, you've been around a long while. Shit.
I see so many people. Listen, I'm about to be 45 Sunday. I'm seeing people like celebrities pass away at 42, 43. And I'm like the CEO for OnlyFans just died, 43.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Your time, you're not guaranteed this time here,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I got to ask you, all of this social media stuff, you just ran down all the followers you got. When did things start picking up? Like, what was the moment you realized, okay, this is something totally different now than me just posting content? Was there a particular video or something that you put out and you was like, okay, this is went another direction?
Oh yeah, when that silky smooth voice came out, I'm like, oh yeah, we got one, baby. I'm like, yeah, we on one.
So when you threw the Don Cornelius on him,
Yeah.
you know who that is? You don't know who that is? Do
you know who Don Cornelius is?
Maybe not.
Of course, man.
Young. Huh? Do you know who it is?
But to not know who Don Cornelius?
Yeah, you're young, man. I don't know.
Nah, I'm an OG. I'm somewhat of an OG, baby.
Well, see these Converse I got on, they older than you.
What Converse you got on?
We got my standbys right there.
Okay.
Those standbys.
All right, so your content has a clear voice, especially around relationships. How did that land? How did you end up coming and say this is going to be a lane that I'm gonna drive into? What was it about relationships, or was that just kind of something you just kind of jumped into and it just happened?
Honestly, I did kind of jump into it, but I wanted to be me. I wanted to be authentically me. Don't matter what anyone said, and I feel like it was my place to speak about certain things because I don't think a lot of people do it at the level that I do it at.
Okay.
So I feel like it was my duty to try to educate some relationship-wise, being that, I've been through a lot in life. I've been through a lot of relationship problems. I've been through the bullying. I've been through the body shaming. Again, I said I was 147. It's not, body shaming don't always go from like a BBW or a guy that's plus size that goes slim. It goes from a guy who's bones like I was to becoming, I guess, an average guy. So with all the negativity online, I feel like it's my duty to shed some kind of light for the people. And people like the way I sound when I do it. So.
How long you been married? Look, you better get this right.
I want to say 11 years. 11 years.
That's good. That's good. You got a little.
Yeah, she's definitely been down like way before this social media thing. This actually happened during the COVID wave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I started following you a couple of years ago is when I first found out about you. So, and I've seen you navigate through the good shit and a lot of bad shit on social media. When you're about to post something, are you thinking it through, or like, okay, this may give me some backlash? Are you just posting whatever you want to post and whatever comes with it comes with it?
I definitely think about it, but even when you think about it, I realize you can't please everybody. I've put out like the most positive, nicest videos I think I could possibly put out, and there are still people who would DM you and find some negative in it. Like they'll miss the entire message, pick one thing out, and then just slander for you. And then like CT was saying, they go out their way to write you these Bible script paragraphs to tell you,
man.
hey, I'm unfollowing you because of this. All that time, you wasted it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I start reading and I see the first negative thing, you don't, the rest of that whole book you wrote is going in the garbage. So you should have just hit unfollow and kept it moving. Like,
Make it
but they feel like they need to announce that to you.
Yeah, they got to tell me.
Because they want a reaction. It's not even that they want to unfollow. They just want to tell you they're unfollowing, and then they want you to come back and tell them why they shouldn't unfollow you. That's what they really want.
And sometimes I give them the smoke. I screenshot that shit and post it and then talk about it. And then everybody will, start messaging them. But I feel like I'm sending a legion to go attack people. And I don't want nobody to be attacked. But sometimes these people need to be exposed because I don't think that they're mentally right. I've never once in my life say, you know what? I'm going to give this dude a piece of my mind online and tell him I'm unfollowing. Mind you, I didn't even know you exist until you sent this to me.
Yeah.
You didn't exist in my world. Like that, no disrespect. And I love everybody who supports me, but realistically, no one with a large following, even if you got 1,000 followers, you don't even know who's following you. It's not like you go down your follow list and say, let me get to know this person, this person. It's not realistic.
So with all the men sending balls and dicks and shit pictures to you,
Back to the balls and dick.
is any women sending TT shots to you?
Yes. Yes.
Now, what happens?
Everything, like busting it open. And again,
Wow.
sometimes
Now, when this clip come out, he gonna get a bunch of damn women busting it open now just because he said the shit.
listen, and a lot of the times I don't know what it is because they be in that request section. And when you send pictures in that request section, like it says either the picture is blurred or it's unavailable till you hit accept. Then I hit accept and I'm like, oh my God, titties again. And sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes they're like wide open, spreading it. I'm like, you tricked me. Why would you do that to me? I'm a married man. What do you try?
First of all, like you said earlier, nobody cares about your relationship status or none of that shit.
Because if it wasn't possible, they wouldn't do it. Just like these scammers out here. If they didn't know that they could scam somebody, they would stop doing it. They continue to scam because they know somebody's going to be a dickhead and actually fall for it. These people, whether men or women, DMing me, they know that there's a slight possibility that it could happen. So they'll keep trying until they get somebody like, oh, I got him.
So when you open your DM and you got a vagina staring you in the face,
Delete.
You just delete.
Delete.
Say, get thee behind me, Satan.
Get that poison out of here. Get that shit out of here. No parts of that. No parts of that. I don't even, nah. That's trouble. That shit is poison.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you about some of the legit love. I've seen you've been going to MegaCon and all of these different expos and stuff, and the love you have been getting has been absolutely amazing. So what's it like for you going around to these conventions and these expos and just getting all this genuine love, man? How's that feel, brother?
It actually feels amazing. Like I started to go, my first time back when I went to Comic-Con, not 2020. The first time I went back was 2024. And this time when I came back, I wasn't a nobody. Like I used to just go with my boys and walk around enjoying it like everybody else. When I went to New York Comic Con in 2024, I must have took over 400 pictures. I got stopped like every few feet. People knew me. And it's cool when you have a big following on one platform. But if you have millions of followers on multiple platforms, it broadens who knows you and where. Absolutely. Because a lot of older people who have Facebook, they don't do TikTok. They don't do Instagram. Some people who have Instagram, they be like, I don't got no Facebook. That's for old people. People who have TikTok and vice versa. So because I'm spread across all these platforms, people know me that they'll stop and be like, hey, you the dude from TikTok, or you the dude from Instagram, you the dude from YouTube, you the dude from, and I love it. People, like, after that first Comic-Con, people was like, yeah, you should come back and get a booth. And that's cool. But to me, honestly, having money is great, but everything ain't about money. Like they say, you could get a booth and have people pay to come take pictures with you. Now, with all due respect to people who do that, that's fine. But I'm a person, I like to do stuff organically. Like I purposely walk around Comic-Con because I know these people are going to run into me. They're going to chop it up with me. We're going to take pictures, and I'm not charging them for that. I don't.
Yeah.
There was celebrities that I was taking pictures in front of their booths who were kind of upset because they saw I was doing it for free and I had to move.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But then they told me, I came back again, 2025 to Comic-Con. And when I was there, they told me, hey, you know that there's a big event that goes on in Orlando called MegaCon. So I went there this Saturday, and the love was phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. And I've gained some, solid relationships through social media because everybody's not an influencer. Again, I don't like to call myself an influencer. I'm a nigga from the Bronx that just make videos. That's it. I'm from the Bronx.
You sound like him. Yeah. He'll tell you all the time, I'm not an influencer.
Nah, I don't want that title. That title is corny. And I met a lot of corny people online.
Absolutely.
So I just, like, one of the main reasons why I did this is because, Mike came at me genuine, man.
And I can't see it. We also had the same thing coming. I cannot see charging somebody to take a fucking picture with me. Who the fuck am I? Ain't nobody. God damn. Yeah, of course I take.
People don't realize they are the reason that we are where we at online.
Absolutely.
They have to watch us for us to do anything. Nobody knows who CT is because you only was seen by one person. So you can't, the people that gain you your following, the very least I could do for them is take a picture. And
absolutely.
I'm already there. I'm not, like, I'm already at the event. I'm not trying to be some bougie nigga. Like, I don't know.
I'm always blown away. Like, when we have people on this show and you guys have talking about this influencer thing, like, you've never met CT, he's never met you. But a lot of what you're saying is stuff I hear him say on a daily basis. I posted a picture. I sent him a picture the other day. I saw it on Facebook. This girl had sent a picture she had took with CT. I don't even know where you guys were. And she was just like, I saw him leave. By the time she got to the event, he was getting ready to leave. And she was like, he's walking out the door. And she was like, I was freaked out, but I went and asked for the picture. And she was like, I knew he was tired, but he still turned around and took that picture with me and talked to me just like a regular person. And that meant so much to her. But I've seen him do that over and over and over again. Times at these expos, I watched this man stand up for hours when I know he was ready to pass out. But he said, son, I cannot sit down till I shake everybody in this line's hand and take a picture.
And that's how I lead. Shit like that's the shit that matters, man. That's what sets you apart. I don't, would I like to be a bajillionaire? Yes. But it's certain things that as a decent human being, like, it takes nothing, man. It takes nothing to listen, greet, talk. I mean, unless, like, it's some, like, crazy situation that I really can't say what's up or take a picture. I mean, life's sometimes. But if this is the space we put ourselves in, who are we to act like dickheads? With all due respect to Anthony Mackie, he went viral a couple of times for shutting down people all the time. I don't know if you ever caught wind of that, but people, like, there was one, he was smoking a cigar, I think at a Falcons game or something, and the grandmother, black older lady, came and said, could you take a picture with my grandson? And he was like, nah, absolutely not. It's like, come on, dog.
Man.
Come on, dog. It's a kid. I could never. I don't know. I can't destroy no kid's dreams. Like they say, don't look up. What's the saying? They say don't meet your heroes. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you don't know what that to you. You the black Captain America to him. You seeing Captain America as a black man, and you telling him no. Come on, son. You could scar that kid. I know it sounds maybe like I'm over exaggerating, but you can really scar that kid. Like, he sees you as this hero and he's like, damn, we're gonna go home defeated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And like I said, for me, seeing how he operates firsthand, it just gave me a whole different viewpoint on everything. Like I said, it's everything, like you said, everybody would love to be rich and a gazillionaire, but sometimes it's not even about that. It's just about making those genuine connections. And like I said, he would always tell me, he was like, these people have come from the other side of the world to come here to this expo just to shake my hand and take a picture with me. He said, that's the least I could do. And not only that, not just take a picture with him, sit there, have a whole 2, 3, 4, 5-minute conversation with him. And knowing you got a lot of other people trying to meet you.
Because you're so genuine with it, you'll lose yourself in that conversation, not even thinking like, oh shit, there's a line of people behind me, but the conversation is so good. You're like I'd hate to have to break this off. We definitely got other people behind you, but you like the conversation is genuine.
Was it maybe about a month ago? I saw you got a little flack for the Tourette situation that happened at the award show. For somebody who deals with Tourette's, and you were giving it from your perspective as somebody who actually deals with this issue, and some of the flack that you got for that, how did you deal with that part of it? Because I was interested. I wanted to ask you about that. Like you're telling them from my perspective, I have Tourette's. I know what this is like to just blurt some shit out. But to see the backlash you got for it, how did you deal with that?
Unfortunately, a lot of the backlash came from our own people who like us, Black people, men and women. As a person who lived with Tourette's for about to be 45 years now, I'm more than qualified to speak on this. So I spoke on it. And a lot of people were quick to call them racist. And I gave them the example in the video, like, when I was younger, I used to, sorry. It just sounds weird for me to say it back, but I used to call my mom a pussy ass bitch. I used to say, fuck you, slut.
Man.
And I didn't like, and I'm trying to tell this in a way like, you people really think I viewed my mom like that? I couldn't help it. And then people were saying, oh, he said that because that's how he thinks, it was in his mind. No, that's, for some reason, Tourette's is the kind of shit, it makes you say the shit that you know will get you fucked. Straight up. So the fact that I said in my video, I can't automatically call him a racist because I know how this works. People were upset and they told me that I should kill myself. Oh, you just tap dancing for Whitey. No, I'm not, because he could have been black. It don't matter. I'm trying to explain to you how this thing works. It's neurological. It's involuntary. You don't, like, I've called people fucking nigga. I've called white people nigga just because, like, if Tourette's is like this. It's like trying to hold in a sneeze, I guess. Like you can try and try, but eventually the more you try to hold it, it's worse. So you just have to let it out. And I think people's idea of what Tourette's is comes from movies when they make parodies about it. Because I've seen Tourette's portrayed in movies, but people just saying fuck, and that's not how it is. Like it's you can have vocal tics, you can have physical tics. I used to hit myself all the time. I used to bite my lip. Like I was biting my lip maybe like last month, like almost just lacerated the whole bottom. And people don't realize, you think I want to cause myself pain? I don't, but it's things that you don't want to do. Think about anything you don't want to do, Tourette's will say do it. Like if I see a cop right now and for some reason my Tourette's wants to say, fuck these pigs, it's going to come out. And then I'm screwed because they're going to think that I'm really saying that. So it takes a lot to keep it in. Unfortunately, that was magnified because two very
black
actors were on stage and the room was just quiet and it came out. And that's when Tourette's wants to shine the most, when it's very quiet.
Yeah, I have
never in a loud space.
I have a question. And man, I'm glad you asked that. Okay. You say it's like trying to hold in a sneeze. Okay. Say I'm talking to Michael's ass and I can't hold in a sneeze. I sneeze on this motherfucker. After I sneeze on the motherfucker, I'm gonna say, damn, Mike, I'm sorry. I sneezed on your ass, and I didn't do it
Hmm.
on purpose. I didn't mean to sneeze on. I sneezed. This what I was waiting for. Okay, motherfucker, you said you couldn't help saying the shit. I'm sorry that I blurted that shit out. That's what I was waiting on from the motherfucking audience. I was waiting on. Okay, I said I couldn't help it. It's involuntary, but hey, I am sorry I blurted that. It's just the most inopportune moment. That's what I wanted. That's what I
And
wanted.
that's one of the first things I said, though. I never said that he shouldn't apologize for that. Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yo, that I don't like using this word, but two gay guys passed me. I used to yell out fag and then immediately turn around and see if they heard me. And if they heard me, I would apologize immediately. If they didn't hear me, obviously I'm not apologizing if I didn't offend anybody, but obviously if you blurt out something that people can audibly hear and you offend them, you have to apologize. Immediately. The apology should be as loud as the offense. I feel like.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I think that was
Dude,
what.
now I know he couldn't.
Problem.
Could he have shouted out "sorry" that loud? Yes, like right after. But I didn't see any immediate like apologies issue. Like when they showed the media, like yeah, so and so he issued this apology. But people are twisting that for saying that I said he didn't have to apologize. I said he had to apologize for that. He didn't have to apologize for having Tourette syndrome. Nobody should apologize for having what you is. But if what you do offends somebody, absolutely you should apologize. Even if you were born that way. Like, it's just the human thing to do. And for that, and people not even watching the video through or listening, they told me that I should fucking kill myself.
Damn.
Why? That's a bit extreme.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah. And again, for somebody who actually watched your video all the way through, I knew what you were saying. Like I've dealt with Tourette's. You're giving it from that perspective. The fact that everybody took it and went left with it, like you were trying to justify what he said or make excuses for it. Like I was like, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying, hey, sometime with Tourette's, you just blurt out the most shit that just comes out of your mouth sometimes. So, but like you said at the beginning of the show, sometimes people don't read captions and they don't watch videos all the way through. They'll take a little 5-second clip of it and turn it into some shit that it wasn't even supposed to meant to be. So, but the death threats are definitely over the top when it came to some shit like that.
What also came with that though is people DMing me because, of course, to the brothers and sisters, it automatically seems like I'm siding with white people.
Yeah.
So now you have white people in the comment section agreeing, and now it causes this black versus white thing. And then it becomes now I'm tap dancing for white people. When I'm not siding with anybody. That's where the turmoil comes, because then I get messaged by black people saying that I'm giving white people a safe space to be racist. And that's not my intention. If that is what happened, then I could definitely apologize for that. But when I do these videos, I'm not thinking about white people, man. I think a lot of black people online get too caught up with the opinions of white people. I don't post video and says, what will white people think? I just post it. And if you guys decide to, because there's always disputes between black and white people in comments. I've seen videos of interracial couples and all I see from white people saying, oh, she's about to be another single mother. Because they associate us black men as not being there for kids. So anytime you see an interracial white couple, white girl with a black guy, it's always racist comments. And then there's the fight again.
Yeah, but if you look at the numbers, black men are on average more in tune with their children and take care of their children at higher numbers than most other races. But I'll leave it at that. Anyway,
smart men don't feed into that.
Yeah, and again, that's the thing. Where again, like we were talking about this latest episode we did, we knew it was going to be some shit because I knew people were not going to watch the whole show. They were going to take little clips and they were going to try to break that shit down and turn it into some shit that it wasn't. I mean, when I saw people calling him a racist, that shit blew me away. And I'm like, really? Y'all gonna call CT? Because he disagrees with something Trump is doing, now he's a racist? Or you've alienated all of your white fans because you don't agree with Donald Trump is the most ignorant shit I've ever seen.
Dumbest shit ever. If they,
With social media, I realize if you want to stay safe or if you give a fuck, just leave politics alone. I don't discuss any of that shit because people, that is their livelihood. Like some people live and die by politics, and you cannot talk about Trump. I realized that I followed people who were anti-black people, and I had to block these people. I don't want to mention people's names, but I used to follow certain people on YouTube, and then, when I blew up on Instagram, I found them on Instagram, and I followed them. Then I started to see, once you follow somebody, you start seeing their feed pop up more. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker hates black people, and he's black. I'm like, no, we gotta get this nigga out of here. Blocked.
Yeah.
And you realize it's a lot of them out there.
A whole lot of them. More than I can't even mention. But so, I mean, you've done videos on one. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. You said if you want to, stay safe. Don't talk about no politics. And that was an invitation from my motherfucking ass. I just love it when motherfuckers they'll tell me don't do some shit. I don't know something about it. I just can't help my motherfucking self when motherfuckers tell me don't do it. When I first got on YouTube, and I came back in the gym, and all my friends and stuff were saying, "Hey, CT, don't keep cussing, man. If you cuss, people ain't nobody gonna follow you. Gonna think you're an ignorant black dude, and you just can't be cussing like that." I said, "Fuck y'all," and went right on. I think I upped my cussing after that. So I just, you're absolutely right. If you want to play it safe, don't talk about those subjects. But I ain't never been a playing it safe motherfucker. I'm just
And for certain people, yourself included, that can work. But you got to be the percentage is very small.
And we didn't touch on politics. We're almost our 2-year anniversary is coming up in July for this show. And that was the first time we really touched on politics. But we knew going into it was like, all right, it's going to be some shit when we start getting into this lane. And again, like I said, most of the response in the comments were positive, but I knew it was going to throw a lot of people off. Yeah. And boy, did they show their ass in that comment section.
Because for me, it's not about politics. We got fucking people in charge, billionaires running this country and shit. There's devil worshipers and fucking eating kids and trafficking kids.
Not the kid eating.
Yeah, all of this sex. And I ain't going to say nothing about it. I have to. I must. I got 19 grandkids, 7 kids. I have to talk about this shit. It's because I think about my kids, and all of those kids are somebody's child. So I have to talk about it. It's a must for me. And I told them when I made the video, if I lose every last one of you motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about this shit. Nobody else talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. So,
and we see. Oh, go ahead.
If me knowing that I can't speak about certain stuff or I won't, I live through people like CT or Big Matt. Matt.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. We just had him.
He don't have no filter. So where I can't go, I know these guys will go. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, I tell Matt all the time, the way he blew up on social media with a lot of the shit that he says is shocking to me, honestly.
It's amazing.
And I really thought by now they'd be suppressing the fuck out of that dude. But
no filter. Fuck this, nigga that. And I'm like, man, let me do that in one video. Out of here.
It is. Like I said, when it comes to him, I said, brother, you have gotten a lane that a lot of people don't know how to navigate in. And the fact that you are not only in this lane and navigating it and making money doing this shit too, blows me away that he's been able to get away with that shit, because especially with it. But again, it's a lot of sensitive shit out there, and I see it in his comment section. I just go through his comment section just to read the sensitive ass comments that people have.
Oh, yeah.
And like you
Oh, yeah,
said,
MAGA hates him.
oh my
MAGA hates him.
God, with a passion. And the fact, what I find hilarious about that is he enjoys every minute of that shit.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I'll get some voice message. He's like, hey, you seen that shit I posted? Yeah, I saw that shit. And the fact that you have not been canceled for that shit is mind blowing.
Like, it's people like him and people like y'all. Like, when I connected with, I don't know, maybe he thought the same. Maybe he thought when he reached out to me, I'd be like some Hollywood dude. But I'm not. Like, why I connect with him? Because he's a real dude, man. He's a real dude. I can't, like, people with the quote unquote title influencer, they make my balls itch. I don't like those people, man. Like, I can't be in the same area. Like, we don't have the same aura. It's not different. And I'm pretty sure same with you guys, same with Matt.
Absolutely.
Like, it's because people are fake. Like,
Fake.
I was telling them that I drove 8 hours to Atlanta from Orlando to, collab with a dude, and he flaked on me.
Oh.
So I drove 8 hours back home. I was angry.
Yeah.
Angry. You know what it is to get up at 10 p.m., drive to Atlanta, get there early, can't check into your hotel till 3 o'clock. So you sleep in your car. You pay like whatever you pay for the hotel. Come 5 o'clock, he's like, nah, we can't do this. And then say, screw the hotel that you pay for, and out of anger, drive right back home 8 hours.
Damn.
When he told me that, I said, oh, your ass was mad if you just didn't even stay the night. You just like, fuck it, I'm going home.
I'm like, fuck this, man. But that's what I'm saying. Those are influencers that do that. Real niggas don't do shit like that, man. Real niggas just reach out, and you'll know if you connect with somebody genuine, because like it was immediate when Michael reached out to me. It's like, man, this is a no-brainer for me. And because I was shooting a podcast and I put a pause on it, but like I have reached out to quite some people, and the first thing out their mouth was, wait, how much you paying me? I'm like, how much I'm paying you? First of all, not that it has anything to do with following, but it's like, I'm bringing you on my platform. I'm way bigger than you. I may be doing you a favor. So the people who I've got on, they've just been real people, and I try to just stay from that. Like, I'm never going to ask somebody, like, I'm honored that you guys even want me on. Like, I feel like I don't know. This following don't mean nothing to me. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but it doesn't change who I am. I'm still the same guy. Like, as if I had 10 followers. I would never disrespect this man and be like, come on, you a peon, man. You got to pay me to be on your show. Or everything becomes little to people. Or you want me to be on your little show, or your little podcast, or your little radio shows. Like, people disconnect from basic human
decency.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We've been very lucky on this show, and a lot of it is because I've only had one person, I'm not gonna say his name, that I reached out to that wanted to charge me for the show. And honestly, from his standpoint,
fuck that nigga.
No, but honestly, from his standpoint, he had basically a contractual agreement with somebody else. So I understood him, but everybody else we've had on the show, nobody has charged us. And it's all because they got love for this man sitting next to you.
And because we ain't got no goddamn money.
Well, yeah, we damn sure ain't got no goddamn money. But a lot of times when I reach out, they be like, oh, that's CT, I'll do it. Like, they do it out of the love for him. So we've been very, very lucky to have some of the names we've had on this show do it because of him. And like I said, only one person has said anything about money. And it wasn't like a crazy amount of money, but like I said, it's some big names we had on this show that I was really expecting to be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Well,
I need 5 stacks. I need this or whatever. But they didn't do that. I'm very
you told me the guest that you had on. I'm like, why the fuck you want me on? Like, who the fuck am I compared to these guys who have like resumes of things that they've done? Like, I don't even compare to these guys, man. Like,
but you real genuine people, man. And those are like I said,
you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Like, I watch you and I see the impact you have on people just from doing, and maybe it hits home for me because I see it firsthand with him when we go out, but to see these people just like, I can see the genuine happiness on their face that they got to meet you and take a picture with you. Like, that's dope. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. Most time when people recognize me, like, oh, you Michael from the CT Fletcher podcast. I'm known because I sit next to him. But to have that genuine where people like, I really love what you do. I appreciate it. Like, I know, like I said, that's why I want to know how that felt from your perspective, because I know it has to be an amazing feeling that these people genuinely like you and like what you do.
Man.
Yeah.
I have a question. Has this ever happened to you? Because you got this gigantic following. Has anybody ever DM'd you and said, can you introduce me to somebody else? Like The Rock or something like that?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Not
man. Well, see,
I feel like that. I don't know. I would never do that to somebody. Like I could never see myself saying, yo, you think you can introduce me to this person? No, that's fake, man. I want to meet that person organically. Like I don't.
I had it happen. People, hey, I see you did a little video with The Rock. Can you introduce me to The Rock? Hell no.
First of all, you sound crazy.
Yeah.
Why would I introduce you to The Rock? Why would I do that?
I barely can talk to the motherfucker myself. Hell no, I ain't introduced.
First of all, y'all ain't just see what happened with Rihanna with that crazy fan that shot up her house?
Yeah.
No,
why?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
No shit.
Crazy Hispanic woman shot one, and she was home.
Damn.
She was home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shot up right at. It was a long gun, I believe. They were showing all the holes in her gate.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
Now imagine you taking somebody like that, some crazy fan, to hey Rock, this person wanted. Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I get it all the time. Most of the DMs that I get, can you introduce me to CT Fletcher? Or if they see a guest we've had on the show. When we had Michael Jai White on, when I tell you the DMs blew up, people like, man, can you introduce me to Michael Jai White? I'm like, first of all, I barely know the motherfucker. He just blessed us to come on the show, but I don't know him like that to be like, yeah, Mike, let me introduce you to Joe Blow over here that I met on Instagram. Like, it's crazy.
And I watched Terry Crews for years. I've watched Michael Jai White for years. I would never be like, hey, guys, do you think you could? No, I don't want. If it's going to happen, it's supposed to happen. That's it. Just like this.
Exactly.
I want to get there organically or get there myself. Unless we like in the same setting and like he just happened to be there and you just be like, yo,
this my man. Yeah, it's something like that. But totally.
Not no DM, yo, put me on. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
All right, so we already at an hour already. So speaking of people reaching out, before we go, CT, I got an email that I wanted to read online, and this was pretty dope. So the subject title was "Looking for a little advice before my surgery." It says, "Hey, Michael and CT, my name is Derek Richards. I've been listening to the F Y'all podcast for a good while now. Just wanted to reach out and say how much I appreciate what y'all do. The way you both keep it real, tell the truth, and still find room for humor means a lot to brothers like me who need to hear that kind of honesty and perspective. I'm 55 years old, a black man, a husband, father, and a granddad. And in 3 weeks, I'm scheduled to have open heart surgery. To be honest, I've been trying to stay strong on the outside, but on the inside, I've got a lot running through my head. Fear, questions, gratitude, all of it. Some days I feel ready to face it, and other days I just sit quietly and wonder what life is going to feel like once I finish the surgery. I'm reaching out because I know both of you have been through the experience yourselves, and it matters to me. And that matters to me. It's one thing to hear doctors explain the procedure and recovery, but it's another thing to hear it from somebody who's actually been through it. I would truly appreciate it. Any advice you're willing to share about how you handled those first days and weeks after the surgery, physically, mentally, and emotionally. How did you deal with the fear of going into it? What was the recovery really like once you got home? Was there anything you wish somebody had told you ahead of time that made a difference later? I'd also love to know what helped you stay encouraged when your body was healing, but your mind was still trying to catch up. I know y'all are busy, and I'm not asking for anything long, just a few words from two men who've walked this road that I'm about to go down. Thank you for the laughs, the wisdom, the honesty you bring every time you hit record. Y'all may never fully see the impact, but it reaches people, and it reached me. Praying for your continued health and blessings from both of you. Respectfully, Derek Richards. P.S. Tell CT, even though I'm walking into this heart surgery, I know that it's still my motherfucking set.
Damn right. Damn right.
So, Pops, your procedure, I had open heart surgery. You had a whole heart transplant. So I wanted to read that to you. And Derek, I could have answered this email, but I wanted to make sure I read it on the air and that we gave you a video response to the question you asked us. So, Pops, I'll let you start it off.
Okay, I had an advantage. His name's Daniel?
Derek.
Derek. Okay, I had an advantage, Derek, of seeing my mother being ill for years and years before she passed away from heart related problems. And I seen how she was able to deal with it. And one thing you didn't mention in your letter was whether you believe in God or not. And I'm going to tell you that watching her, and she was a Christian woman, and she leaned on God a lot and her faith. So if you know, do have faith, a man of faith, then faith is going to become supremely important on helping you get through it. Because getting through it by yourself is going to be rough. But if you have God to believe in, and God to turn to, with no, because anybody else going through it, they ain't going to understand. They will not. They can try. They can tell you, oh, I feel for you, I'm praying for you, but they will, until you are the man in the arena, the one that has to go through it, they will not understand. So I thank goodness that you reached out to me in this motherfucker, because I can tell you firsthand, it's normal. Everything that you are experiencing is normal. The fear, what am I going to be here for my grandkids? How's life going to be after this? It's normal. All of that is normal. The only thing that gave me comfort is knowing that it was in God's hands. Whatever. I just turned all my worries, my fear, and everything over to God. So, and just said, "Let your will be done." Because me worrying about it wasn't helping shit. He wasn't doing nothing but give me some more gray hairs. That's all. But when I just turned everything over to God's hands and said, let your will be done, then it took the worry off of me. It took the stress off of me. I just put it all on God. Just say, whatever you say, whatever you do, it's okay with me. But I had God to lean on. So I'm not sure if you do or not, because you didn't say anything about it in your letter. But if you do, that will help you tremendously. It's just leaving everything in God's hand and lean on your faith. That'll do it.
Now, for me, my situation was a little different. I didn't have time to prepare because initially when I went to the hospital that day, I was just supposed to be getting a stent put in. So the thing was, I'm going to get a stent. I'm going to be back home in a couple of days. Literally 20 minutes before I was supposed to get rolled back to get the stent put in, they said, hey, a stent's not going to fix this. We got to open you up. And my dumb ass still sitting there like, what do you mean open me up? And they were just like, no, we got to do open heart surgery. And I had literally 20 minutes to decide if I was going to do it that day or come back later. And y'all know Kim, that she wasn't playing that shit. So she was like, nope, you having it. So I didn't have any time to prepare. I literally just like, okay, roll back, came out. The biggest piece of advice I can give you from my standpoint is you're going to just know that it's going to be tough days after this surgery. I'm almost a year out and it's still day. The last 3 days for me was, I barely wanted to get out the bed. The fatigue was on me so bad. So just know that a lot of the shit that you're going to experience after this surgery is normal. The problem I have now is still giving myself a hard time about feeling bad because, you're still a man, you think you're invincible and all of that shit. So when the days where I don't feel like getting out of bed, I beat myself up about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. You are going through a traumatic experience that's life-altering. And people can say what they want to say about it. It's tough. This shit ain't easy. But listening to that email you sent us, I think you got the strength, you got the heart and the determination to get through it. And Derek, I don't know you from a can of paint, brother, but I'm going to tell you right here on this show, when you come out, the minute you can start taking calls and reaching out, I'm going to be checking on you, brother. I'm going to be checking on you. And I can say that because I had this old motherfucker to lean on after my surgery. He knew exactly what I was going through, and having him in my corner coming out of that surgery meant the world to me. So, Dad, if I can even be a small part of what he was for me, then, brother, that's what I'm going to do. So be prepared to be hearing a lot from my ass, checking on you, making sure you good, because I know how important that is just to have somebody that's just looking out for you, man. So the fact that you are a fan of this show, we appreciate it, man. But y'all aren't just listeners to us. Y'all are family. So if I can reach out and check on you, I'm most certainly going to do that, man. But I definitely wanted to reach out. I just wanted to read your email on the air and let you know that me and this old bastard got you back, man. And we're gonna do what we can to make sure that you stay on the straight and narrow. And like I said, man, just give yourself time to recover. That's and relax. That was the other thing. It was hard for me to do, was just to relax after that surgery. You're so used to going, like I said, being as big as I was and losing this weight and getting in the gym, it was hard for me to stop that. Even though physically I couldn't do it, it was hard for me. I had really days I had to just stop myself from, like, especially coming out of that hospital, 170 pounds, sucked all up. Like, I was looking
fucked up. Hey, he still look fucked up. Hey, look, you're going to be okay. And I can tell you 100% all the shit you're going through, life is worth living. It's definitely worth living. So,
and you said you a father and a granddaddy.
Yep.
The one thing that kept me going was my grandbaby.
Yep.
I got one granddaughter now, and Summer P, that's my world. So anytime I got super down on myself, I think about that grandbaby of mine, and she kept me going. One more thing, Solomon, if you could put that graphic up. Look, F y'all podcast crew, y'all don't listen. With the last segment we had on this show was CT Rate That Slap. And I said, send in the video, amateur videos, not the power slap competitions. Y'all didn't listen to me. So we didn't have a whole lot of success with y'all sending in good clips for CT to rate. The only good one we had came from Solomon. He's our engineer. So listeners, I got a whole new segment called CT Rate That Beat Down. So send in your amateur videos of people getting their ass whooped, and we gonna let Mr. Fletcher over here rate it. But trust and believe, just like the slaps, don't send in no bullshit, because Mr. Fletcher's hard on these ratings. So again, send them to me. I will make sure that the email address will be posted on the screen, but it's ctfletcherpodcast@gmail.com, or you can just DM me here on TikTok at F_y'all podcast on Instagram and TikTok. So send those clips in, and you could possibly be on the next episode of the F Y'all podcast. Also, to say thank you, we just hit 1 million views on YouTube, and I get it. It's a lot of people out there doing millions of views on one video. But like I said, when me and CT started this show, we didn't know what this shit was going to be. It was just going to be two old motherfuckers in here talking shit to each other, having a good time. But you guys have helped us turn this show into something absolutely amazing. And we hit 1 million views on YouTube. So thank you guys for that. With that being said, I want to do another Q&A show. So if you've always had a question for one Mr. CT Fletcher, matter of fact, y'all can email them, or what I would prefer, send in a video question, and we'll play your video question on the show and let Mr. Fletcher answer them in the only way he knows how to do it, and that's talking a whole lot of shit. Now, if you're going to send in some bullshit, I'll just tell you guys all the time, if you're going to send something in talking shit, be prepared to get some shit talked back to you. Y'all know who y'all dealing with, and Pops, that video you put out yesterday, I think people must have forgot. They think you done got old and you done slowed down, but you still CT motherfucking Fletcher. So if you go send some shit in talking shit, be prepared to get your ass cussed out, because it can still happen. It can still happen.
That's the damn shit.
You may not be lifting as much weight as you used to, but you still cussing just as much as you did from the jump. Eric, man, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, brother.
Thank you guys.
Every time I do these shows, I have 1 million questions. I don't never get to most of them because I just kind of like letting the conversation flow as natural as possible, man. So I definitely want to have you back for a part 2 if you down for it, man.
No question.
I can ask this question, even though I know most people watching this show probably already know, but let people know how they can reach you on social media if they want to follow what you're doing, brother.
That's Im6footseven on all social media platforms. I am the number 6, FOOTSEVEN. I do got one question for CT.
Uh-oh.
Can you introduce me to The Rock?
And I need you. I'm about to say, you got to answer that like you do everybody else. Man, Eric, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the F Y'all podcast, 1 million views on YouTube, 13,000 followers on YouTube. We just hit, man. And again, I throw those numbers out there, and I know it's people with way bigger platforms, man, but 13,000 of you guys decided you like this show enough to give us a like and a subscribe, and I truly appreciate it, man. So thank y'all so much. But as the shirt says, your feelings are irrelevant. F y'all, and we'll see you on the next episode. But we got to end this like we do every episode.
Fuck y'all.